This is a ball, and today I will be animating this ball in 10 seconds, 10 minutes, and 10 hours. Okay, so for today we're using Blender. And since 10 seconds is not much to do much, well, not much to do anything, I'm not going to make like this sort of bounce. Instead, I'm just going to make it go up and down, which seems more doable. Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1. And time is over. 10 seconds is a really short amount of time. I literally made 1, 2 bounces. That's it. That was all I could do in 10 seconds. Fuck. Let's just see. I mean, it's not going to look like a bounce. I just know that. But let's see. I just want to try again, see if it improves. Spoilers, it did not. Okay, so for my final attempt, I will be doing things a little differently by using this button. We shall soon see what it does. And with that, let's start the timer in 3, 2, 1. I have a lot of faith in this. At the same time, I don't. Let's see. That's count as a bounce. I don't want to hear anything for 10 seconds that is more. So, for the 10 minutes animation. 1, 2, 3. According to the tutorial, we want to have a curve. Specifically a Bezier curve. And now, if I do some of this, what we want to do is that we want to basically make the path for our ball. Instead of just like keyframing it, we want to, you get what I mean. I'm trying to do the rough curves and then just like refine it afterwards. And that would be a better strat. I have 5 minutes and my curves looking wacky. Okay. UV sphere. Very smooth. Boom, boom. Strengths. Okay. It looks pretty dog shit right now, so we have to like fix it, but I hope that we could make it better. 15 seconds. Let's see. Man, it looks good. I only wish I could have like fixed the part right here. It's a bit slow right here. But I think it's good enough. So let's move on. First, I started by modeling the turret that would launch the ball into the sky. I didn't really have a specific design in mind, so I just went with whatever came into my head. Which, to my surprise, didn't turn out horrible. At least I think. As you have probably seen from the thumbnail, the ball for our animation is going to be a basketball, which I quickly modeled and textured by watching some tutorials. But what's the point of a basketball if there is no basket? First, I wanted to use real life measurements, but then I realized that this thing is already so unrealistic that it wouldn't even matter if I use real life measurements. So I just went with whatever looked right. I also added some cubes that would act as our clouds for now. With 3 hours spent making the environment, I started animating the ball with the same technique from the last animation. I then went to spend some time on my sky background, and no matter what I did, I couldn't get the result that I wanted. I've tried using HDRI's, Blender's sky texture, and even an add-on, but none of them seemed to match what I had in mind. So I eventually gave up on it and went to complete other parts of the animation before wasting more time. Finally, I decided to add some real clouds instead of these random cubes. And for that, I used this free cloud pack that I downloaded a long time ago, which looked super good. And I even have a link to it if you want to get it. While in the middle of this, I decided to change the vibe of the whole thing from this bright and colorful aesthetic to something a lot darker. And it looked 10 times better, which made me regain my confidence. I also made some glowing grass with geometry nodes, which looked pretty cool. They also wiggle and shit. At the end, I was getting so frustrated by animating with curves, because no matter what I did, it just wouldn't feel right. So I went on YouTube once again and found another way of animating this, which was a whole lot more convenient. And I managed to finally render this thing before throwing up out of seeing all of these keyframes. And after rendering exactly 404 frames, I opened up DaVinci to do some post-processing plus some sound effects, which made this whole thing come to life. And now I present you the 10-hour animation.